Hello everybody, I'm Tom and you are watching me play Divinity Original Sin 2. In today's episode, we're going to head into this cave and explore the BLACKPITS.
That tablet Riker wants has to be close.
Indeed.
More black ring. The plot thickens.
Be ye warned, beyond lies death. The divine order guarantees it. Heed the word of the White Magisters. Turn ye around.
Alright. First things first, let's do that. Didn't really work. Cool. I'm just gonna go by myself at this point. The reason being... I don't have enough strength to move that. Do I get enough if I use... Encourage? Nope. What if I have Encourage and Peace of Mind? Still not enough strength. It's kind of insane.
Look out. I see a trap nearby.
Interesting. I can get around said trap. Cool. I'm really glad he didn't set off traps. So there are traps everywhere through this place. You can just kind of run through them if you want to be like... if you want to be like a real hard ass, but it's dangerous to do so. So I'm actually going to take... Oh, I got slowed, but whatever. I'm actually going to take stuff and go the long way around on all of them.
I see a trap nearby.
Indeed.
Look out. I see a trap nearby. Careful now. That's a trap.
Should be able to disarm these. I don't know how many trap disarm kits I have, but... if I can manage to disarm all of them... fantastic. Now I'm going to need the Red Prince to go through first, because he's the one who can spot the
I've
traps.
spotted a trap.
But...
Careful now. That's a trap.
well, that's a trap. Thankfully, Solora has, like, shit tons of health at this point.
Looks like we're really not welcome here.
Indeed. I think I'm safe where I am, though. So I should be able to wait for the curse fire to leave? Nope, they keep exploding. Alright, let's head back here.
Careful now. That's a trap.
Thanks, Solora. Great. She keeps running into traps, I don't know why.
I see a trap nearby.
Indeed.
Careful. I've spotted a trap.
So, by the way, I'm just going to continuously get my way through here, and then we're going to use a pyramid. Don't run through the necrofire, please. Good. Also, apologies, the color correcting goes insane because of how bright the fire is here. I apologize for that. Alright. So this should get me the last of the way, I think. Pretty much.
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
Alright, so Silora came through relatively unharmed. As for Lusa... Alright. Cool. I think we're good. There's gonna be a fight here, I'm pretty sure.
Careful. It might still be.
That's a hell of a way to express it.
Indeed. So these things are fucking essentially banelings from StarCraft. They just roll at you and explode, which is kind of hilarious, but the armored ones are not. They don't explode. Just the volatile ones, I think they're called. There's armored and then there's fluorescent. Okay. Interesting choice of terms. There we go. And that should freeze him. Alright. I've got him controlled, so I'm not too worried about him. This one's got to come the whole way around. Oh, interesting. They heal off earth damage. Good to know. Not particularly worried about that, but it's good to know nonetheless. Frozen. Sure. May as well make it rain. Get rid of some of the poison and some of the oil. Let's drop all 3 on this guy. I feel pretty safe in this fight, to be perfectly honest. This guy can't really do a whole hell of a lot. Oil phlegm. That's certainly a name of an attack. Do that. Keeps them frozen, him stunned, him frozen. I think we're pretty good, if I'm being perfectly honest. Perfect. I think they heal off earth damage. They do indeed. They don't heal much off earth damage, but they certainly heal off earth damage, so there's no real point in, Yeah, I don't know, end turn, I guess. There's no real point in hitting them with that, because it'll just heal them, which doesn't really help me in any way. I think I'm just going to chain lightning to kill them all. I'm surprised that did not kill the last one. Quite surprised. There we go. And as for the last one, I'll just do physical damage until I get my magic damage back. I'm kind of happy doing that, I think. I don't think he can, literally, I don't think he can do enough damage to get through to me, which is kind of funny, but, apparently the Red Prince was on fire. Good to know. Should put the fire out. Nope, it's cursed fire. It will not put it out. Fantastic. There we go. Move forward. Fantastic. Alright, so they're all dead. So Laura fell over on some ice. I probably want to do some rain in here anyway. I was gonna say, I'm surprised it did not put the fire out, but okay. Let's loot all of these guys. Poor Magister, it died. What you gonna do? She had some big water essence, so I'll take it. And this one down here. Now, I'm trying to remember my way through this place. I think I have a vague idea of where to go. To, like, collect everything, but I can't remember perfectly. For instance, I believe we come out here. Separate us for a sec. I can jump down to here? Which allows me to, like, do some tricky shit to get to a chest or something. I'm sure there's something weird I can do here. I'm gonna just... I'll probably speed this part up, actually, but I'm gonna run through and see if I can find my way through here properly. Cool. We found a secret place.
This looks similar to that other relic I found. I wonder if it has a similar effect.
Did I already find another relic?
The towering relic seems to hum with esoteric energy, faintly pulsating in time with the beat of your heart. You feel it drawing you closer, yearning for your touch, hungering for your source.
Reach out and lay a palm upon the sword.
As your palms press into the warm stone, you feel the depths of your being crack open. Your power flows from you into the relic, yet a reverse current flows back into you with a new power, a different power. The stone warms and warms until it is suddenly too hot to touch, forcing you to remove your hands and step back.
Eternal armor could be very useful. Very useful indeed.
It could be very useful, I agree. Alright, we're back. It's a recipe, I remember now. By which I mean I looked it up. It's actually a recipe. What is my crafting menu? Combined with runes, recipes, armor. Armor of the Eternals, there we go. Metal scraps, source orb, any eternal plate, and any eternal, whatchamacallit, artifact. Good to know. So we can craft one of these. I actually have metal scraps on me, which is kind of insane, because it's not something I usually carry, and I've probably actually got it set as wares currently, which I want to unset it as. There it is, metal scraps, cool. So lucky I looked at that. Nevertheless, we can now craft that sooner or later. What are you doing? That was weird. I'm actually going to go back here so that we're both together. And then we're going to do some more exploring this way. I would have sped some of that up, no doubt, because it took a while to run through all that bullshit. But if we come over here, there is some more stuff for us to find. Also, can I, like, source vampire these people? Totally can. Also, I'm gonna spirit vision here. Seems that lady does not actually have a spirit. Unfortunate for her. I need to make sure I have source, because it's quite useful throughout this place.
I wonder what this does. If a device breaks in a cave and nobody is around to complain, did I really break it?
It's asking the true questions there, Red Prince. True questions. So we can go through this door now. This takes us down here. There is a few things down here of note.
Magisters, be under no illusion. Quick work is imperative to our success. The Lady Dallas commands no less for this important dig.
And there's a chicken running about.
Stop! Danger! Don't go! Bad bird! Hanging from a branch with its wings spread wide and a terrible squawk! Don't go!
It's talking about a,
Big screeching bird!
she's talking about one of the shriekers, or whatever they're called.
It doesn't even hop down to see the buddies!
If we look over here, there is a martyred monk, or a shrieker. We can actually make our way She probably shouldn't have done that if she was smart. In any case, I am going to grab myself my purging wand once again. I only have one more use of it, which is insane. I thought I would have had more, but...
Boy, it is a shrieker.
Dead shrieker. Alright, cool. So, that's now dead, which is helpful. I don't know why the canary didn't follow its own advice. Also, I love the fact that it's called a canary, even though it's clearly a chicken. Clearly a joke there being a canary in a coal mine. But, over here, we have a checkpoint. So that's something. We can now teleport here, which is nice, I suppose. Let's have a look at this ring. Lawmaster 3 I can actually identify. Good to know. Whew. Earth resistance, air resistance, warfare, and necro. That is better than fire resistance, air resistance, and necro. I like fire resistance, I do so like it, but let's put it there. And I was keeping fire resistance gear in one of these bags. This one, I think, right? Where was my fire resistance gear? Here is my fire resistance gear. 10, 25, 40, 50, 70. So I have full 70 here just with this, and I think my base fire resistance is 10? So I actually have 60% fire resistance. Sorry, 80% fire resistance if I put all that stuff on. That's good to know. Let's have a look. Few things of note. That's the path that I went all the way around to get to. It would have been easier if I just walked there normally, but, you know, what you gonna do? Over here, we have a key,
Nice.
as well as a dead worker, who has another key, and we have a note. The note reads, "Colleagues, it has come to my attention that some workers have been slacking off. This is unacceptable. The pace must be increased if we are to satisfy the Lady Dallas's biddings. Do not make me bring painful incentive into the equation, Raymond." The page this note has been written on is covered with vulgar doodles that the captions suggest depicts said Lady Dallas and Magister Raymond in some unorthodox ritual positions. Good to know. So the people working here clearly didn't like Raymond, which is unsurprising. He's a piece of shit. Nevertheless, he's dead now, so I don't care. Let's remember to switch the purging wand back, and in fact this is now a drained purging wand, so I can get rid of it. I probably want to get my hands on another one, if at all possible. There is a chest down there. There's this thing over here that I can't remember what it does. Alright, first things first, let's get the chest. It should be relatively easy for me, because I can just teleport the chest up to me, rather than having to go down to the chest. Cool. Pick lock. Well worth it. I thought I saw like a missive for a dead worker, but I don't know where that went. So let's come over here instead. See if I can make it all the way over here. I can. Fantastic.
Carved from unfamiliar metal in an alien style, this mysterious object yet glows with a pulsating inner light that is familiar to you. The unmistakable brilliance of Source. Carved from unfamiliar...
Interesting. So it's powered by Source. It's good to know, I guess, but I don't know how that helps me exactly. Let's just use these, it's easier. Alright, let's keep going. I hate the way that he can step over this, but if he paths the wrong way, he like starts walking like a million miles in the wrong direction. What are you doing? You're here, walk here. What is he doing? What is happening? Oh. Apparently you can't walk over that tiny... I beg to differ, but whatever. Alright, let's head up this way. Alright, let's just... For my own sanity, let's make sure I've searched all this. This, yep, I've done this. That takes you to there. All of that is searched. I haven't done all of this, but I think it's on my map because I think this door actually takes you to this room. It's a bit weird, but whatever. Save.
What was that?
An explosion of some description. Let's go this way first. I don't think it matters which way I go first, but I want to go this way first. Specifically, I want to come up here. Huh.
Those magisters are about to become popcorn. I could help them.
I don't really care if these guys die, I'll be perfectly honest. Cool. These poor magisters, I'm gonna help them and then inevitably kill them. While I'm here. May as well get my source point back.
I'll yield to none.
I can actually hit both there, so I will. Is he gonna blow? Yep. He can't do a whole lot because he's silenced, but, you know, whatever. Cool.
The Magister wipes his blooded face with a grinding hand as he strides towards you. eyes narrowing with suspicion. He halts several feet away, one hand on the hilt of his weapon.
He didn't stride towards me, he used fucking Phoenix Dive.
And you are...
Grin showing everyone your teeth. Your worst nightmare.
Good thing I didn't bother cleaning my blade yet.
I love that that was a successful persuasion. That's kind of hilarious. Cool. Let's see. Let's do rain. Unfortunately, it doesn't put rain where I'm standing, which is a right pain in the ass, but what you gonna do?
I'm ready.
I think he had 1,000 magic armor? Was that correct there? Yeah, he has 1,000 magic armor. That's insane. And since that's the case... let's get rid of some of that magic armor, shall we? Not particularly worried about the Silent Watchers. They're not really much of a threat. I'm annoyed that he got his Phoenix Dive back. He's now chilled. He's now frozen. Perfect. He's potentially going to be annoying now he's on high ground, but I'm not particularly worried. That's a sound. Unfortunately, can't hit that guy. Can hit this guy, though. Cool. Frozen again? I think we're gonna be okay. Fantastic. Sure, Anton. He can't hit us from there. Perfect. Then I don't really have to worry. I'm gonna keep them until next turn. Cool. Bone Cage. 1600 armor. Perfect. I don't know. Just shoot him, I guess. He's not sleeping, but... I can probably kill him, but I will freeze him, just to make sure. Perfect. Nice. He only has 68 magic armor. Immediately frozen. Fantastic. Alright, fine. Come over to the same spot. Why not? Interesting. Lucer has higher range. Never noticed that before. Nevertheless, simple enough. Cool. Dead things. We're sitting about half an hour, but from memory, that's fine. But from memory, that's fine. We're going to continue going for a bit, and then next episode we'll finish this place off. I mainly want to make sure that I loot everything. So we have this massive thing in the middle. That's something we can look at, obviously.
The pedestal seems empty, as if it once supported something. Something powerful. Something now missing. If this is what Dallas was looking for, then she has claimed her prize.
Empty pedestal. I wonder what once stood here.
Indeed. It's interesting. Nevertheless, let's go up this way and have a look. There's a locked door up here that I'm interested in going through. I also want to loot this Silent Watcher while I'm here. Yoinked. Hey, Lucy, can you pick this? Are you out of lockpicks? You are out of lockpicks. That's insane. Okay, sell, sell, sell. Sell, sell, sell. I should have nails hanging around somewhere. Hopefully. Problem is my inventory is so full I can't actually see them. I can break my way in there without much problem, but if I have lockpicks, then I will use them. And if I have nails, I can turn them into lockpicks relatively easily. Ugh, 1,000 health. It's going to take a while. The door is suffocating. I'm doing like 80 per hit on average, so it shouldn't take too long. It's what? Like 14 hits? There we go. That works. It's ridiculous that I don't have lockpicks, but I don't. There's a journal here, as well as a chest. I'm interested in both. Identify. Which good. That's a second source orb as well, which is also useful. 210 physical armor. 144. Inflicts burn on contact and ups your accuracy. I'll take it. Is that the right spot? Whatever, it'll do. And this journal. I don't like it here. Don't like it. Don't like it at all. There is something humming. Some fell thing. Something that claws around at the edges of my senses, worming its way in. Today I saw a glowing blue light, and it spoke to me. I turned to tell my friend, and he was naught but glowing light too. And when I screamed, he laughed. A laugh? A laugh. A laugh so hollow, the black I thought it was, the end. I wish it were the end. Interesting. They're going crazy down here. Which, I mean, you have that much sauce, not entirely surprising.
What's this? I found something.
Indeed. This obvious doorway turns out is a doorway. Oh, cool. Nice. Ooh, and something we can climb. I believe this is another, like, set of... Oh, sauce. Cool. Go stand in the sauce.
I've never seen anything like this workmanship.
The stone relic pulls on your consciousness. You feel the tendrils of an ancient hunger trespassing within your soul, seeking something you have. Source.
Reach out and touch the relic.
As your fingertips brush the cool stone, you feel the depths of your being crack open. Your power flows from you into the relic, yet a reverse current flows back into you with a new power, a different power. A sharp electrical shock repels your hands from the stone and sends you staggering backwards.
Mask of the Shapeshifter. Well, that's something I want to craft, and fast.
Indeed, it's a useful thing to have. I don't necessarily need to craft one because I already have one, but if you missed out on getting it from What's-Her-Face, then there you are. There's another one for you to craft. Can I see him from here? I can. He had a key, which is interesting. Flyer Garrick, I don't really care about. Also, this takes me back down into here. We've got a book. Parchment. And a chest that is locked, but I had the key. Cool. Nothing out there of particular interest. Sell. The Path of the Pilgrimage by William Bradford. Only the most faithful will make the expedition, and not all will survive it. But should you wish to travel to the great city of Arx to celebrate the divine Lucian, I can surely map the safest passage when embarking from the Reaper's Coast on foot from the fishage village of Driftwood, through Paradise Downs and over the mountains into Arx. Do not sail directly into the city, its harbour will be so lively as to be impenetrable. That's interesting and good to know. I'll keep the parchment. There is a dead chicken in here. Okay. Kind of weird, but okay. I guess that's once again a canary in the coal mine, but they don't really have canaries in the game, so it's a chicken in the coal mine, as it were. Alright, so there's a couple more things I want to do here. Notably, we want to head up here now. And let's talk to the
The
rat.
little rat squeaks up at you inquisitively, beady little eyes full of something approximating intelligence.
Are you a poet? Do you know it? Do I show it? I write a rhyme in my spare time. It's about a bird, but I need a word.
Say that your heart is stirred.
He eyes you shrewdly, then sniffs with judgment.
Not what I was looking for. Now I'll bid you good day, boar.
Interesting. So there's an identifying glass here, which we can give to Losa because she uses identifying glasses. I do not. Camille Daneslaw. The figure in the portrait is rendered with a careful hand. Its eyes seem to follow wherever you go. That's interesting. A rat's tail in there. Cool. It's a cool crossbow.
The unusual tablet is marked on all sides with runic inscriptions that look like they were hacked into indecipherability with a chisel or similar instrument. As your fingertips trace these mutilated runes, your eyes flicker closed of their own accord. You see nothingness, vast, dark, and empty.
Keep silent.
You sense something ancient watching you, perusing you like a prison guard would watch a wayward ant scuttling across the floor of a cell. From within the endless emptiness, a voice hums into being and calls to you, God-woken. You sense an interest within the cold voice addressing you. Beyond the interest, you sense fangs, voracious hunger, a bottomless appetite that no sustenance could ever sate.
Interesting.
You see your life flash before your eyes, every memory flitting by like a moth's wings at a lantern. The vision reaches the present moment and diverges into multiple strands, impossible to keep track of. Your brain aches with the effort of trying to keep up with the intelligence as it sifts through your every potential future. You see salvation and destruction and every shade of existence in between. And all of a sudden, it's over. Blackness rises once more, just as it was at the start. Eternal darkness and you. An electric feeling pulses in your fingertips, and a force field of some kind pushes you away from the tablet.
If that was some kind of test, I'm really not sure whether I passed or failed.
Indeed. You seem to have just been inspected by somebody.
The tablet looks the same, but you cannot touch it. An
Invisible force field. Nevertheless, I'm just going to finish off looting this part, and then we're going to be done with this episode. But in case we get something particularly cool, like this tablet over here.
Good find.
Because that tablet is an eternal plate, which allows me to... It's one of the things I need. I'll keep the Constitution potion. It's one of the things I need to craft the armor that I want to craft. In fact, put this in the backpack, shall we? This... The eternal plate, which I have no idea where I would have put it. There it is. The eternal plate. I need... one soul sword. And I need an eternal energy source, which we can get soon from the same place. Another tablet.
The tablet seems to glow from within with a subtle light. Etched runes cover its surface. The markings feel familiar, but despite the depth of your study and learning, you have no idea what they mean.
Reach out and touch the tablet.
Your fingertips burn so hot, it feels like they are melting. An energy seems to travel between the tablet and your hands, sparking knowledge directly into your mind, as if you were reading with your fingers. Electrical sensations sizzle in your mind. You understand that the runes are ancient Rivellonian, the oldest known language. You feel the fragments under your fingers, An Lesru. You know not how, but you understand the meaning of these words with the very marrow of your being. One must rise.
Like the divine.
Then your fingers grow cold to the bone. Suddenly, you are just a person standing in a cavern, clinging to a stone tablet, as if it were a life raft.
Interesting. I believe that die that I just picked up. Yes. I don't think you can actually use the die at all, but it's actually worth a fair amount of money. Poison bottle of wine.
The tablet is ice cold to the touch.
Alright. There's a tablet of the Eternals. Good to know. But with that, that's going to be the end of the episode. Not a bad bow, actually, but... not that interested. Alright. So, that's going to be the end of the episode. I'm actually going to... there we go. And I'll use Spirit Vision too, why not? Hello.
The spirit's memory, in its madness, dances in your mind. You are a sensate, deaf and mute, but gifted with an unnatural ability. Dallis seeks you out and brings you here into the darkness. When the blindfold falls, Dallis bids you find and free a secret power. You close your eyes, and you feel the presence of a hidden truth. You point at it and open your eyes. You are pointing at Dallis. The hammer calmly bids you try again, then steps back into the shadows.
Huh. Interesting.
You close your eyes once more. Now the vault before you sings to you. You raise your hand to it. It opens to your touch. From the vault, you take a sword. It's weightless, yet it feels extremely powerful. More powerful even than Dallis herself, and yet fragile. A hand falls upon your shoulder. A blade crosses your throat. Blood pours. Dallis whispers, "Good girl," and then all goes quickly dark.
Interesting. I wonder if she heard that. She must have, it's her memory. She's deaf, and yet she heard that.
An incredible discovery.
Indeed. What incredible discovery. Let's see. Gonna talk to this guy as well, because we killed him.
Folding his arms across his chest, the Magister stares at you with baleful eyes. One by one, he points at the dead Voidwoken, the dead Magisters, the dead Silent Watchers. Then, he points at you.
Your end comes, sorcerer, just as it came for them and for me. Friedemann guided the excavation rightly. Soon, Dallas will use the Aetherin on you. And then you will be the sorcerer no longer.
Grimory is a really weird name, but he has a fantastic voice. Try to engage him in conversation. The Aetherin, what is he talking about?
He says nothing, only twists his lip bitterly as he echoes, pointing at the dead. Pointing at the...
In that case...
Your end.
As you begin to...
Sorcerer vampire. The Order are right about your kind. You are no more than Voidkin.
His last words dissipate as his energy is wholly subsumed into your own. You feel a tiny, hateful kernel struggle within yourself. Struggle, then evaporate.
That's impressive. He's evil. Pretty much all the Magisters are straight up evil. I don't really care about killing them, if I'm being perfectly honest. In any case, that's going to be it for this episode, finally. I did a lot more than I was planning to. But, that's going to be it. So if you like the video, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And as always, thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time, where we're going to head even deeper into this place. Essentially, we're going to go up into this place up here, which we can already kind of see, with some spoilers, that actually leads further in to something far more interesting. But the rest of it is pretty much cleared out. We're just going to go up here next time.